Alrighty guys, we're back for some Injustice, and this is a Phyrexia all will be one standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up, and speaking of joining, we do have that join button somewhere below the video if you're interested in supporting the channel that way. Okay, what do we got in here? Well, this one's obviously based around Invoke Justice, which is a 5-mana sorcery speed. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then distribute 4 +1/+1 counters among any number of creatures and or vehicles target player controls. Of course, you're going to target yourself here, right? And of course, Atraxa Grand Unifier here at the top end. This is a 7-mana, a 7/7 flying vigilance death touch lifelink. It has a green, a white, a blue, and a black up there, missing the most important color in the entire game, I see, huh? So it's a legendary creature, Phyrexian Angel. Okay, that's cool. When Atraxa enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. 10's a lot of cards, man. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among them, or from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So that is artifact, battle. What on earth is battle, by the way, guys? What does that mean? Creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, and sorcery. Woo, buddy. Yep. This is definitely the card to reanimate with Invoke Justice. But of course, we have 3 Titan of Industries in here as well, because it is also a beautiful target to reanimate here. Now, we don't have any black sources in the mana base for actually casting out the Atraxa, but we do have cards that give us treasure, like Big Score, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, of course, and then Celestus also taps for any mana color, which is cool. Other than that, it'll be much easier to cast out a Titan, even though it has 3 green pips, just by the way the mana base is set up. Also here on the top end, we have 2 The Eternal Wanderers. This is a 6-mana, 5 loyalty planeswalker. No more than 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. That is gross, guys. That's got a +1 here. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that player's next end step. With this top end, that +1 is disgusting. What on earth is going on here? This card gets better, though. For 0, you can create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike. That's pretty neat. -4 for each player. Choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen by this. So you choose your best creature, you choose their worst creature. Everything else is sacrificed. Dude, this card is nasty, and another great target for Invoke Justice since this hits permanence, which is kind of crazy, huh? What else do we got in here, guys? Well, we got some removal with Lay Down Arms and a lot of ways to get planes onto the board. We have Cabaretti Courtyard to grab us more planes, and we have Restoration of Eiganjo to grab us more planes too. So I think Lay Down Arms is actually going to be great removal in here, even though it technically has like all 5 colors, huh? Now we have 4 Spirited Companions, a great way just to get a nice chump blocker down while refilling your hand, and then it works well with the Eternal Wanderer's ability. It works great with Restoration of Eiganjo. Being able to bring back Companion from the grave is awesome. We got a single Bitter Reunion in here, a nice way to filter through our deck, get the Atraxa into the grave, and then maybe when we bring back the Atraxa, we'll have an extra mana here. We could sacrifice this. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. That would be pretty cool, huh? A nice hasty Atraxa sounds awesome. A couple Cathartic Pyres. Removal's important. Being able to get those big old chunky creatures into the graveyard is important while looking for our Invoke Justice, huh? Wandering Emperor for some more removal here. All the Wandering cards, huh? Now, in the mana base, I mentioned the Courtyard, but we do have 3 Spara's Headquarters in here, and we have 4 Jetmir's Garden as well as 4 Sundown Pass, too. So most of it is going to be plains, mainly because of the Laydown Arms, but also because we need a lot of white pips for the Justice. Single Seat of the Empire, and no other fancy mana over here, huh? Honorable mention, Leyline Binding. I think I want to do an entire separate video on Atraxa Domain instead. I think it would work beautifully, man. With all these triomes and everything, cards like Leyline Binding is so easy to get down to 2 or even 1 mana. And then maybe we can just, yeah, we'll have Reanimator cards in that domain deck, but we might just be able to play out Atraxa in a domain style build, you know what I mean? So yeah, Leyline Binding is the honorable mention. No domain this time round. Okay, guys, hopefully I went over the deck well enough. I mean, we're seeing the Atraxa Reanimators floating about every now and then, and it's not really a hard deck to, you know, grasp. Might be a hard deck to play, I have no idea. It might be very tricky, but I don't think it's going to be, honestly. So we'll see. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. Right into that first match, guys. Let's go. So, I don't know what to expect. I'm actually expecting a lot here. I feel like it's going to be pretty good, but at the same time, there have been a lot of fast decks floating about. Yeah, right up against mono red, we could easily get run over here. So we're going to start with the courtyard, and we're going to grab a plains. That is 100%. Well, we could grab the forest. Nah, plains is fine. Really, you really don't need the forests. Like, you don't need to cast out the titans, so nice. Feldon. Ah, I love that card. It's been a second since we've seen a Feldon. Alright, get a chump blocker down. Not for the Feldon, though. I don't want to give them anything extra. Cabaretti Courtyard. Wandering Emperor does gain us a little bit of life, but we have to get there first, and damage to the Feldon is just terrible, so, like, we're in trouble, guys. Could block the etching, our companion gets exiled, which is pretty bad. Full swing, taking 4. I guess companion chumps. Any little bit of extra damage the opponent can slip through is really, really bad for us. So, Sundown Pass. Fable is a terrific draw. Next turn we have Wandering Emperor, but it might be too late. Get that blocker down for etching, and yeah, Emperor has to hit the Feldon. Tommy's Flare, down to 11. It's like I said, it might be too late. They dropped the GGs. Drop a Thundering Raiju. Oh my goodness, guys. We got completely run over. They really had it there, huh? I don't think... I mean, we didn't even get a 4th turn. I don't know if there would have been much to do. Instead of playing Fable, we could have Cathartic Pyred. I guess we would have survived if we would have hit Etching. Could have hit Feldon, but then they would have seen the top 3. I guess removal was the best bet. Oh wait, yeah. We would have been playing the Sundown Pass for the red source. Cathartic Pyre hit the etching. We'd be at 1 though, and then we'd have Wandering Emperor to hit. Yeah, no, we were dead. We were super duper dead there. Oh man, what a first game. Well, let's see. It's like I said, I kind of have high hopes for this one, but if it ends up being too slow for like every mono red matchup, there's still a lot of mono red floating about and a bunch of different variations of it as well. And so like we might just need more early removal. We do have early removal in here though. Like we have the lay down arms and everything, so I will give it a shot. Now I'm scared. Start with the Sundown Pass. No real reason to, but we can hide the forest for now. Companion draws. Bitter Reunion's a great draw. But next turn is probably just going to be Fable. Some mono black. I feel like we might be all right against some mono black. Lay down arms. Get the other planes down. Yep, it's going to be Fable. Keep the companion to chump, but we don't need the chump yet. Sheoldred going to hit this table now? Turn 4 is way too soon for some of these creatures, guys. Let me tell you what. The Companion's probably what we discard to hit the Trespasser's Ward. Sorin, nice. Wow. Found their 5th swamp for Invoke Despair. Atraxa, oh no. Yeah, we have to hit this Trespasser this turn so they don't hit the Atraxa. The biggest issue here is them just playing another Trespasser next turn. Lay down arms doesn't hit it is the problem. Cathartic Pyre does though. So that's good. I'm gonna ditch the Bitter Reunion too. I kind of just want to see something else. I guess Bitter Reunion could help us find something else, but so now the Lay Down Arms hits it, which I guess is fine. And then we'll swing at that Sorin. I'm gonna ditch the Companion and keep the land. Resolve. Hopefully I'm playing this out well enough, guys. It's a lot of like extra cards. They get life here too. And then we'll have Cathartic Pyre. Should we just hit the Sorin? Man, I feel like we just lost so many cards. Maybe I should have kept the Bitter Reunion. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna take Sorin out of the equation. Like, that's just like, we just used so many cards to clear their board state, but let's be real, man. These are some powerful cards to keep around on their board. We really don't want the Trespasser to pick up the Atraxa that we just ditched too, so. Invoke Justice on the top of the deck. I'm calling it. It's right here, guys. It's chilling on top there. Fable's gonna flip into Reflection. Path of Peril, wow. Ooh, Titan of Industry. We're actually getting close to the Titan. We have 5 on the board. This will be another green source, and then we have the Forest here too. So, we have Wandering Emperor available. And yeah, next turn we might just be able to cast Titan. Alright, we're going to keep the Wandering Emperor available to flash down on their turn. I think we'll go Samurai. It depends what they do, I guess. It depends. No, Reflection. So against this deck, we might want to give a shield counter to the Titan of Industry, huh? Switches to nighttime. Yeah, another Trespasser would be awful. Oh no, the discard. Well, we need the green source if we want to play Titan. Do I want to play Titan for sure? Or do we want to ditch the land here and get the, see, Liliana's at 4, so we can't go 2-2 then give a counter to it. Guys, I'm going to stick with the Titan play. Because we get a 4-4, we get around the sacrifice on the Liliana, unless they have another one in hand. I don't know, man. I don't know if that was like the best thing to do. Liliana was a really great one for the opponent to find there. So we're going to go 4-4, we're going to go shield counter. So the 4-4 gets around the sacrifice, and the shield counter doesn't get around a instant speed go for the throat right now, so they might have it. Oh no. Okay, shield counter. Onto the Titan. Yes, okay. Titan has the shield counter. So they -2 Liliana, get rid of our 4-4, we swing at Liliana, get rid of it next turn. Oh no! I guess either way, they could have done the, yeah, either way, they would have been able to get rid of everything from the Titan there. We have Restoration. That'll help us thin out the deck. We have so much in our grave that we need to see our Invoke Justice. Other than that, we might be in another state of a Liliana lockdown, which is like the 4th video since the new set came out that this has happened, which is terrifying, guys. Okay, Wandering Emperor is great. Wandering Emperor is very, very good. Because we can play the planes. I'm lagging a little bit, guys. Is that from the new update that happened this week? If they -2... yeah. Yeah, so we hold on to Emperor, and then on the stack when they go +1, we'll cast out Emperor. Because I don't want to do it now. Well, I guess technically, if we would have done it now and went -1 for a 2/2, maybe they wouldn't have had the discard. Maybe they would have went -2 on Liliana and killed it. Yeah, maybe. Hey, I don't have to full control to put something on top of the stack for a Planeswalker ability, do I? I hope not. Guess we'll find out together, huh? I'm pretty sure it gives me a chance here. Go for a draw, sure. I mean, they still have 4 mana open. I think we're favored here. It may look crazy. It may sound crazy. Okay, good. We can't put this onto the stack without full control. I figured as much, right? And we might as well get our 2/2 down while we can. Because we're not going to go counter. And then the plan is to put the counter on the Samurai, swing at Liliana, get it out of here. Like, we really, really need to take that out. Wow, great draw, great draw. Decline. All right. +1. Get that Liliana out of here. Nothing stuck, guys. The opponent might be drawn pretty poorly here. It's going to be the same concept, or do we want to, I guess... I'd love the shield counter, but let's get the Bankbuster out of here. No more draws for them is pretty good. And an extra creature over the shield counter seems right when they're rocking the Lilianas in the deck, you know? So, Invoke Despair. Probably Samurai, more damage, right? We lose everything else, but they don't draw. It's a good draw. Celestus is pretty solid. And then we can... Yeah, we're just going to pass here, actually. Okay. I think we're favored, but it's anyone's game, for sure. 100%. They could have Invoke Despair #2 here. We lose our 4/4. They draw 2, and that they could find removal for the Titan of Industry. We have a 1 in 10 chance to see our Invoke Despair, because we have 4 of them in here, 40 cards remaining. Those are pretty good odds, man. I'd love to get an Atraxa onto the board. Okay. Man, I thought it was going to be mono black with a splash of Path of Peril, but an Elspeth Resplendent. Oh no, they only hit a land. Oh no. Man, they saw the top 7 cards there too. That seems really unlucky. That seems super unlucky. Infernal Grasp. Okay, well, we better take care of the Elspeth since we can't clean this matchup this turn. We better take care of that. Play the long game here.
This war is getting out of hand.
Switch it to daytime. Take action, see what we see. Headquarters, get that out of here. Switch this back, take action, see what we see. Invoke Justice, there it is, okay. Get rid of big score. Now they top deck Liliana, have us discard. No, they would hit the Rhino, which means Invoke Justice would... Oh, hit the Celestus. Dude, Lorna the Third Path. This is just an Orzhov deck, guys. I thought it was mono black splash of Path of Peril, but yeah. Okay, Invoke Justice because it does affect combat, and I guess we're gonna restock our hand with Atraxa. Four. GG, opponent. GG. Let's go, guys. Man, I feel like, did we draw poorly there? In some instances, I feel like we did a little bit, but at the same time, we had to use so many cards to get rid of that early Trespasser, and then I used a full swing and an extra card to take out the Sorin too. That one turn just completely depleted our hand, and then I kind of sent that Bitter Reunion, which I really shouldn't have, because that was extra draw power. That could have hit the board, discard, draw 2, right? So we maybe would have seen the Invoke Justice sooner as well. Which every turn matters, man. So there's a lot to think about there. Okay. A little bit of ramp with Restoration, a draw on Companion. I think this is a fine hand. Get the Companion ready. Beast Collar, mono green. Okay, let's do this. Sundown Pass, Restoration, grab a plane. Wandering Emperor is a great draw. I have to remember that the Eternal Wanderer does not have... Do we chump now or next turn? We chump now because mono green does have ways to remove, so... Well, Celestus is terrific too. Celestus is terrific. But I think this turn it's going to be Restoration, grab the planes. I don't know, taking big damage here. Play creature, buff beast collars. Like, we could have kept the Companion, but that's going to be some gruel, actually. Oh! Oh, the haste. Oh, crap. Woo, that's their turn 3, guys. Oh, no, it wasn't. That was their turn 4. Wait. Yeah, never mind. So we can ditch Atraxa, grab Companion back from the grave, or we could ramp here. I think a draw is better. Oh, Invoke Justice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, we can get there. So we gotta go plains. Wandering Emperor is open. We might just die next turn, though. We really, really might. I don't think there's any other play. Yeah, this is kind of what I meant by, like, super fast decks recently, man. Like, this is terrifying. Oh my goodness. Are we dead no matter what? We gain 2 from the Wandering Emperor swing. Wow. That's 11 damage no matter what, isn't it? That is 11 damage no matter what. GG, opponent. Dang, guys, next turn, Invoke Justice was ready. We had 4 white sources on the board. Oh my goodness, guys. These decks have been brutally fast. I mean, not the last one, obviously, but like the mono red, this was just really fast gruel. No new cards, just really, really fast cards. Atraxa was set up. We needed 1 turn to get that Invoke Justice down. Every single turn matters. Let me know if I missed an opportunity there, because if I would have kept that Companion back for 1 extra turn or 2 extra turns, we could have blocked a bigger creature, maybe took less damage overall, because I ended up chumping, what, a 3/3 there? Because my thought process was, well, they could just find a fight spell. They could have a Bushwhack or a Tail Swipe, anything like that. Or once we found out it was Gruul runs sometimes Play with Fires and Lightning Strikes and stuff like that too, so it really depends, man. Oh boy. We go first here at least, that's good news. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Bitter Reunion helps us filter. I was thinking Courtyard first instead of Garden, but sometimes we don't need to thin out the deck because, yeah, if we see more, then we can always use it for, like, the Bitter Reunion. which I'm actually going to do right now, and we're actually going to ditch the courtyard. Although, now thinning might be a good idea. Now it's going to be courtyard, I think, this time. I like having the garden because, yeah, we might just have to cast out our titans. Okay, Atraxa in hand, Invoke Justice is in hand as well. Might just want to Cathartic Pyre this. They won't have a chance. Get the garden down. Prepare for a big score next turn. Cathartic Pyre getting the Atraxa into the grave seems pretty good too, but we'll have the big score for that. Let's let them have their hybrid, and we'll see how much I shouldn't have done that, right? We'll see, we'll see. Because we could have kept Cathartic Pyre open to try to target hybrid, and then maybe they would have used a counter spell. One mana open. Hopefully it's not a spell pierce. Proliferate, we have 2 poison. Lay down arms is terrific. Maybe we just do that this turn. A lot of options, guys. I still think it's a relatively easy deck to play, though, honestly. I think we do this now, while they only have the 1 mana available. Nice, yeah, no spell pierce, that's good news. That is good news. So we'll keep 1, and we'll go ahead and take care of the hybrid. And, well, now they can just proliferate, bring it back to hand, play it again, but as long as it's not a counter spell for our Invoke Justice, then it's looking terrific for us. Oh, another thing, if I wouldn't have done that, I could have kept the treasure and given haste to the Atraxa, because we would have had 6 mana. We could still draw an untapped source, though, so. 4 mana. Yep, so. Oh, this isn't proliferate, this is just poison counter. I was going to say they could proliferate and then. What am I saying, guys? That exiles. I do this all the time with lay down arms. It exiles the creature. Literally every other time I play with that card, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just chilling in the grave. Nope, it's exiled. Well, they're tapped out, so we're going for it. Atraxa, target us. Boom. Big old chunky creature. Let's see what we see here. Invoke Justice number 2, yep. Celestus is our artifact. We'll go... let's go just basic planes here is fine. And then Fable's our enchantment. Big Score is our instant. Everything look good. Submit 5. Oh wait, that's way too many cards to have in hand. Hello. Oh, hi. Gonna get... Actually... We're doing this. We're doing this, guys. It's so much fun. Nice hasty Atraxa. Oh, that is awesome. All right. We'll get Atraxa number 2 into the grave and our... Wow. I guess one of our Fables. Because, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, some removal for the Atraxa, right? Yeah, that was necessary. Other words, it would have been a concede. Stored to Curiosity, draw 2. They still have 2 open. Hybrid comes down onto the board. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're not gonna play this turn out simple. We're gonna get Headquarters down and prepare for just casting out Titan next turn. We could just go Invoke, bring back the second Atraxa, but it doesn't seem worth it when our hand is so stocked up already. So we're going to go Celestus and Fable. Let's get some value onto the table here. We do have the 3 green sources for Titan. We have ramp on Shaman too, potentially. This is anyone's game easily, man. We have 4 poison. They have so much extra mana. Like, there's so much they could play out here. We're seeing a fair bit of this Jetmir poison. Get a proliferate here too. Okay, so I still think we just play out Titan this turn. I like having Seat. Cathartic Pyre on that could be good too, but let's see what we see. I don't think we need the Pyre this game. Okay. That's 7. I guess we could have sent the mountain since we had the 7 and the potential ramp here too. This could be a cut down. It was not a cut down. Could go big score. Yeah, I think we keep it simple, guys. I think we keep it simple. We'll have 2 mana open here, so we might as well go Spirited Companion then. So life doesn't matter. We'll go shield counter on the Titan, I suppose. And then we'll draw off of Companion. Get rid of the treasure. Yeah, they know we have a big score, and they know we have an Invoke Justice. The plan here is to bring back the Atraxa, restock our hand, and plug those extra counters into the Titan of Industry, which doesn't get destroyed by, like, a Go for the Throat. However, it does get hit with the Anoint with Affliction, and we do have 6 poison counters, so we might just straight up die here, too. Yep, proliferate, that's 7. They need something, and they might have it, because they have 2 in the air. When that dies, oh, they keep everything back. Titan of Industry number 2 is great, but, I mean, the extra counters and the trample here, it just gets through. Gets the job done, doesn't it? So we'll bring back Atraxa. Target player. Everything into Titan. Submit. And then we go, I mean, I'll try to do this as fast as possible, opponent. Fable. Oh, let's go Restoration. The extra Atraxa here too. Okay. Okay. Now we go swing. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I think we're fine. We full swing. Now they could have spot removal for one of the smaller things. Oh wait, that's still only... Never mind, that's 9 getting through. Oh, we might still be dead here, guys. Oh no, wait. I miscounted somewhere. I miscounted. I counted right the first time, then I miscounted the second time. GG opponent. GG, wow. There's a lot to think about in this deck. I said it was going to be an easy one to play, and it kind of sort of is. But that might just be because we've played these type of Invoke Justice decks in the past too, so I actually have a bit of practice with this. We've actually played a lot of like Boros style Invoke Justice decks, probably like 4 different videos on the channel with it. So just squeezing the new top end cards in here. I don't know, guys. Companion helps us draw more land, and we do have... How much land do I have in here? How much land do I have? I think I have 25. So hopefully... Oh, soldiers. Oh. Oh, companion. Okay, get ready to chump block for days, companion. All the chump blocks. Poor little puppy. Right into a veteran. Yeah, it really is going to be a chump. Okay, draw land. Draw land? Yeah. Okay, now we go into Restoration, get the extra planes into hand, and we're good to go. We'll discard Atraxa, bring back Companion on second phase of Restoration. Yeah, these decks, man, still really, really fast. We're taking too much damage next turn. Because they could play second veteran. Oh man, these aggro builds have really had it, huh? I mean, it's good to see. It's definitely good to see. I've been struggling with aggro personally, but I mean, maybe that's because I've been playing with too many new cards, huh? All right, do we have a turn? Maybe. So Titan of Industry might be a better one, so we can gain life. But Atraxa has lifelink too. But this helps us go wide and gain life. Eternal Wanderer, no, we're too low. We're too low for that. What is the better card to bring back with our Invoke Justice? I guess Titan. That's what I would think, right? So we can block wider and still gain life. See what we draw. Atraxa, okay. Okay. So 4th mana. I think that's that. I think that's it, guys. We needed more. We needed something. I don't know exactly what we needed, but yeah, these aggro decks can really just run us over. We have a couple cards to chump with, but yeah, we didn't even get our 5th mana down. GG opponent, man. So whenever we go over the deck again, we're gonna have to talk about getting just completely run over by these aggro builds, right? What could we possibly do to not? So they buff these two, or they actually want to buff one of the frontliners. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we take 5 no matter what. Drop the good game and just kind of be taken aback by it a little bit, huh? Maybe we need... let's see, we're 37 minutes in. Let's talk about the deck again real quick here. If I can find where my decks are, right? There we go. Injustice, huh? I don't know, it didn't seem too unfair, so maybe Injustice isn't the proper name for this deck. It seemed relatively fair. However, that being said, you know, you could get an Invoke Justice really early in this deck, ramping off Celestus, ramping off the token on Fable. I guess technically the ramp on Restoration doesn't get you a turn 4 Invoke Justice, but still, we're trying to keep those land on the board regardless. Let's take a look here real quick. 25 land total. We could have mulliganed in that last game. So less top end, more early removal could be fine. It would be nice to see the lay down arms more than what we did see it. Like, it would have been nice just to be able to take out that Valiant Veteran real quick. Here's our early removal. And that's that. That's it, right? So I could see dropping down to 1 big score, going up another Cathartic Pyre. That's an easy addition, guys. Easy. I could see dropping down to 3 restorations because 4 might be too much, honestly. And going up more early removal, maybe the 4th laydown arms. That could potentially be pretty good. Could see more board wipes being pretty helpful in here too. A Depopulate could be interesting. Depopulator 2, right? Just being able to wipe the board of some of those aggro decks. It wouldn't have helped in some of them. It really wouldn't have. So that's something to think about too, I guess. I don't know how much else I would change other than more early removal. That's just based on what I'm seeing today, though, because the last, like, for a little bit now, you know, it really hasn't been like that. Like, we haven't been getting completely run over by aggro, but today I played a little bit of a different mid-range build here, and so we really saw the aggro decks. I guess if that's what you're seeing, yeah, more early removal, super important. There's other removal other than lay down arms that you could consider here too. Of course, like Fateful Absence and stuff obviously cost more. But like there's still good, like Flame Blessed Bolt is excellent, especially if you're running into a lot of mono black. Get that Tenacious Underdog out of here, huh? There's other great cards to exile with the Flame Blessed Bolt too, but if you're going more red, then it might be even more sketchy for the mana base, because you need those 4 white pips and Invoke Justice, so There's a lot to consider here, guys. There really, really is. 3 Titans and 3 Atraxas were completely fine on the top end. I could see dropping down to 1 Eternal Wanderer for more removal as well. So, okay, so let's recap here. First, before I recap, guys, I do have that 2023 sub goal. If you want to help us reach that goal, then please consider subscribing. It is much appreciated, friends. Always forget to bring it up somewhere in the middle of the games. Anyways, here's the recap. I would drop a single Eternal Wanderer, okay? I would drop a single Restoration of Eiganjo. I would drop a single Big Score. That gives us 3 cards to pack in here, and all of it should be removal. If you're seeing what I was seeing today, all of it should be removal. And you know what? If it's like some kind of removal where you could potentially gain life too, or something like that, that could be sweet. So Spirited Companion didn't do as much today as I really wanted it to, so I could see dropping down to 2 of these as well if you really, really wanted to pack even more removal in. So that would be 5 cards you could add. A couple of them could be a Depopulate, and then the other 3 could be some spot removal between, not Soul Partition. I don't think Soul Partition would belong in here because the games go on longer and the opponents will just be able to play them back. I would say Fateful Absence would be the go-to, right? So a couple Fateful Absence, a couple Depopulates, and maybe the 4th Lay Down Arms or a 3rd Cathartic Pyre. That's what I would end up doing, just based on the decks that we saw today, though. So, guys, if you made it this far into the video, then y'all are champions for real. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.